What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Casper Chronicles. It's your boy Casper, and today we have a Tri-Brigade deck profile for y'all. But as you see in the title, it does incorporate some Spright cards. This is based on my man Jesus. I call him Chewy from the other Tri-Brigade video. I do have a couple of changes and a couple of unique takes on this. Yeah, I mean, without further ado, let's get right into the profile. If you, throughout the video, if you see anything that you would improve, you would change, make sure you let me know down at the comment section. I'm always open to new ideas and trying new things. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. We got the standard Tri-Brigade lineup here still. Three Fractal, 3 Kit, 3 Nerval, 2 Cuirass, right? And I know there's a couple of people are starting to switch out Rescue Cat. Wow, the glare is terrible on that. I was starting to switch out Rescue Cat for like Nimble Beaver. I don't even know what the other card is. Some Angler card or something. Like Cat is really strong, right? It'll bait the Ash. It'll bait it Imperm. If it get Impermed or Veilered, right, sure, then you have starter in hand. Like, sure, this just becomes a beast warrior wing beast fodder for linking and such. So I do like Rescue Cat. If it gets Ash, cool, then your starter is definitely going to be live. So I mean I really do like Cat. I don't understand why people are cutting Cat. Cat is always going to be godly. All right. For the Spright packet, just 1 blue, 1 jet, 1 red, right? I don't understand why people are playing 3 blue, 3 jet, 1 red, and 1 carrot, as in a list that I saw earlier. Like, this is all you need. This is just like a secondary engine. You don't need like the Spright engine to facilitate all of your plays. Like, you literally just need this as a, I guess you could say, contingency plan if your Tri-Brigade monsters get ashed, like if Rescue Cat gets ashed, so on, or stopped in any way, right? I mean, if you really don't want to play the Spright cards, I mean, you can still you can sub these in for cross out and like the 3 starters and the 1 smashers, and you can put anything else in there you want. But we'll talk about that a little later, right? I don't play Carrot. Carrot's kind of, it's just awkward. Like, the only thing I don't like about the Spright, the starter play, is it definitely clogs up your zone. So you have to like sequence your effects in the correct order for your zones to be live, for Revolt to be live, right? But aside from that, like I like it. It's fun. It definitely makes the deck have a higher ceiling, that's for sure. But I just don't understand why people like think that you need to play more Sprights. Like, Tri-Brigade is a good enough engine on their own. We'll go to the hand traps real quick. So we got the 3 Ash. Thinking about cutting this to 2, honestly, because it's really not that great right now, and potentially playing another card we'll talk about here in a minute. 3 Imperm, the Godsend. 3 DD Crow. DD Crow is still a very good card because Tier Elements is a thing. And if you have 3 Crows in hand, and you have a potential 4th DD Crow in your extra deck, Doom Eagle, and you're against Tier Limits, they're not playing, and you can OTK them. A card I am testing is Droll and Lockbird. So I was doing this over Nib. Nib is alright. Like if I did cut Ash, I would probably cut a Crow because it's searchable, right? And there's technically a 4th one in the extra deck, so I could cut a Crow, cut an Ash, and play 2 Nib as well. Nib is actually pretty good this format. Like, Tier Limits don't like put up a negate, like an Omni negate to negate Nibiru. So like they just use all their effects and you just nib them and they cry, right? But those are the only real changes I would make. Like, right now it's just 11 hand traps. So like I feel that's more than enough. Like, and there's some other cards in here we'll talk about, right? Moving on to the spells. Like I said, we'll play 3 starter. We play 2 tanky. obviously because of that too. I'm really disappointed this didn't come to 3, but we can't have our cake and eat it too. All right. Also disappointed that this didn't come to 3. This card should definitely come to 3 for sure, but it didn't. And one of the cards I chose, right? I was contemplating between droplets and super poly, and I went with super poly because I mean the what's his name? The new bird, the Garura or whatever its name is. It's a beast. It's a winged beast. So it's just extra fodder. If you super poly and you like link it away for like Fergie or any of your Tri-Brigade plays, right? And then you revolt, you get a double draw. Because it was properly summoned because of super poly, right? And also like you get the draw off of Fergie, you have to put one back, and then you get the draw, you don't have to put anything back for the Garura. So I do like super poly. I wish I had a third one. I definitely would play a third one. Probably in the side though. 2 is all right, you know, especially for going second. You super poly their board. Yeah, but we'll talk more about super poly when we get to the extra deck. For the 1-ofs, we got the Call By. I do play the 1 Duster, Foolish, and Smashers, right? So the one thing that the reason I play Duster is I mean obviously Mystic Mind, right? And I want to have multiple ways in case like I go, because obviously everybody's probably gonna either side or main like 3 Mystic Mind. So you have like you can Duster them, right? Or you can Smasher them, right? But Smashers is more like situational, right? Like you have to have a Spright card in your graveyard to use that, right? Versus Duster, you just say, "Hi, Duster," you know, buy all to the back row or whatever, right? Buy to mine, right? But Smashers, I feel, is a little bit more slow. I don't like this card against tier limits at all. I have contemplated about making it like a Cyclone or something, but like just playing 1 Cyclone feels weird to me, you know, so I would just rather a Duster, you know, maybe the random Eldritch matchup comes up and, you know, like Floodgates are a thing too. So, but yeah, like Foolish 1 card starter, Call By, you gotta play it. This card's broken. I don't know why Konami didn't ban this. This card is absolutely insane. Smashers, so situational at best. But you got to play it. Like it's too good not to play. All right, and then of course we only play the 1 Revolt. What I've noticed is you're not hard making Bear Brun, right? And a lot of times, like if you have to go to starter play, there's not enough monsters in the grave for Revolt to be live, right? There's not enough monsters for the Revolt to be live. Unless you get rid of the Fergie that's usually here, right? Because then you open up the zones and you have extra bodies, right? It's really situational. I only see myself resolving 1. Any more than 1, it's not worth it, right? You open it, it's great. You better have a way to play. But yeah, like that's honestly my take on it. Like I don't know. So I just don't. I see no need for 3 Revolt. Or 3, more than 1 Revolt. Alright, moving on to the extra deck. Of course, you got the 1 access code, the Hayu OTK. You still have the Appaloosa, right? Like it's usually like the normal standard Tri-Brigade lineup, you know. 2 Omen, I really want to play the 3rd. But the 3rd's just kind of extra. If I bumped Revolt to 2, I definitely would play 3. I have no idea what I would cut yet. But I definitely like Omen. Omen is freaking insane, right? Like you can still do the Omen play to where like Omen's a part of your combo. That's normally when you resolve Rescue Cat, you know, and at that point you don't really need to, you know, it's just kind of win more at that point, right? But like if you want to search like DD Crow or something, that's great. The 1 Rugal, like I said, the technical 4th DD Crow, Doom-Eagle. Doom-Eagle's really bad if Tier Elements has the field spell up, because you shuffle it back and then they get to pop this. So that's kind of bad. Don't do that. Well, I guess either way, like they're gonna get the pop if it's on their turn, right? Because it's a quick effect, right? So I guess if you shuffle it back, I guess that's all right. You know, like you can take the L on the Doom Eagle, you know, losing the Doom Eagle or something else on your board. Like that's fine. I guess. But if it's on your turn, definitely don't shuffle anything back. um, Moving on though, for the Link 2s, Double Fergie, Bearbrum, Elf, Dragon Lords. The 2 Fergie, if I bumped Revolt to more than 1, I probably would cut a Fergie for the 3rd Omen. It is a thought. It's just sometimes the 2nd Fergie does come up. Like if you go starter combo, the 2nd Fergie most definitely comes up. You need the 2nd copy. I did consider the little like Pit Knight, whatever it's called, but I don't know. It's just too situational on Elf, right? And I don't really like it, but I mean, to each their own, like, play style, right? But like if you're playing like a more like Spright heavy setup, like list, like definitely play the Pit Knight or whatever the hell it's called, right? Because it's broken. And traditional standard lineups, I'm really upset that this did not get Prismatic Secret. Thank you, Konami, for that. We greatly appreciate it. Please fix that. Bearbrum is broken. Definitely deserving of the secret. Link ones. We still played it on Mirage. And then we play the Lightheart. Lightheart is insane. It was so fun to, like, when this card first came out, and we played it, and we just use effect for 1, and your opponent just like looks at you because they're like, oh, you know, like I didn't know that, you know, like what are you summoning off of 1? Is there a 1? And then you bring this out, and they're like, oh, well, shit. All right. It doesn't do anything. It's literally just a fodder. This card literally lets you, like with Caress pitch Kit, Caress pitch Nerval. Like this card literally lets you, like, lets Caress become a 1.5 card Appaloosa, right? Which is pretty insane. I guess it really lets any Tri-Brigade become a 1 card Appaloosa. Now Mirage, you know, bricky hands. It sucks, but you still gotta play it, right? For Xyz, we play the Gigantic. You know, only 1 though. Like I said, like the Spright engine is literally an engine. It's not like it doesn't need to be a full, like, fully included in your deck. There we go. I couldn't think of the word there, right? You only resolve this once. It literally helps, like if you draw all, like, starter and your cat gets ashed and permed, whatever. Your cat gets stopped and you have starter, like you can go into this and you can still get into your Tri-Brigade place. And then of course, final card, the Garuda, excuse me. Like I was talking about, this card, it's just a super poly target. I do wish we had, like, at least like 1 more spot for, like, in the extra deck, because I would definitely play like not Starving Venom, Dracostapelia, you know, any other Mud Dragon. Mud Dragon's a really strong one. Like I really wish I could play that, you know, but there's not really room. Like I have considered putting Mud Dragon in the side as well, just to make it live. But you know, I don't want to side an extra deck card. But yeah, guys, that was the deck profile. I really hope you enjoyed it. If there's any changes, you know, definitely let me know down in the comments. Like I'm open to, you know, trying new things and just kind of getting a better feel for the deck. While you're down there, definitely make sure you like and subscribe if you really enjoyed this video. And yeah, I mean, we'll catch you in the next one. So until next time, it's your move.